Hey, do you have a strong mental connection to the world around you? Could you fill a Death Star full of Star Wars jokes, but they all feel a little forced?
Funny joke!
Well, congratulations! You might be a Psi Warrior. But what is a Psi Warrior? Well, work on your superhuman reflexes, hang out with your master a while before they inevitably beef it, and try to find out what the f*** is a midichlorian, because... Nope! No. Disney lawyers are vicious. Have you read the fine print on those Plus subscriptions? Apparently they can legally murder you now. Anyway, roll something else. Long ago, in a galaxy not so far away, a bunch of guys sat around a writer's table and thought, how can we rip off a globally recognizable property to sell some books? That's when somebody's phone rang with the Darth Vader theme, and here we are. You hear that, Disney? It's called parody, you mouse-eared dingbats. Maybe if you quit being shitty all the time and made a decent movie, people would love you again. Encanto was pretty good, though. I love me some Lin-Manuel Miranda show tunes. Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, Star Wars parody. Some are good, some are bad, and some make for insanely good roleplay characters given their unique power sets. Psi Warriors in concept are pretty simple, in that they're just humanoids with a little extra cranium juice and abilities to manipulate people and things with their noggins. But unlike the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer or the Soul Knife Rogue, the Psi Warrior adds an extra rankle to the old cerebellum to fuse brilliance and brawn. They are brains and gains, and with these powers combined, they are a force to be reckoned with. But first, oh baby, can you feel it in the air? The days are getting shorter, everyone's hanging decorations, and the smell of candy corn is pungent. Spooky season is going strong. That means you only have a few days left to grab the ookiest, spookiest Kickstarter around, Grim Hollow Transformed. Don't call it a comeback because Grim Hollow never left. And with 40 new subclasses like the Sanguine Thief, the Primordial Ranger, or the Oath of Slaughter Paladin, 12 transformations to live out your teenage Twilight obsession, over 100 magic items, and of course the new Monster Hunter class, you've got everything it takes to create your own dark fantasy in a godless world. There is so much content in these gorgeous books that you really can't go wrong. So join about 3,500 other Grim adventurers and be one of the first to pick up Grim Hollow Transformed today. Backers get all kinds of great stuff, from item cards, plushies, and dice sets, but I still can't get over how good these books look. Mwah! Gosh, hits me right in the hot topic. So click that link below and get yourself a copy of Grim Hollow Transformed today. But remember, tell them Yumba sent ya. A big spooky thanks to Ghostfire Games for sponsoring the show. And now, back to the video. So you want to learn how to swing some steel and give a Sith Lord the old So let's start by doing some flips in the jungle and trying to pick up a fighting style. And lucky for us, the Jedi are pretty open when it comes to how you want to whip around your space swords. And while the glowing whooshing variety are a little hard to come by, you might as well grab dueling, defense, two-weapon fighting, or superior technique to lead into that Jedi Knight aesthetic, or get weird with it and pick up blind fighting. That's pretty cool. Or really, how hard could it be to strap a lightsaber to an arrow? Even if you don't get to do all the impressive spinny moves, you know? Wait for it. Any second now. And there we go. But you can't get stabbed by something so hot it could cauterize your heart without having to take the occasional breather. And Second Wind lets you do just that, letting you heal yourself from fatal blows and regain 1d10 plus your fighter level once per short rest. The second level gives us Action Surge, my favorite fighter ability, letting us take an entire second action on our turn, which makes a lot of sense. Have you seen the weird force tricks these Jedis get up to and then for some reason never do again? Turns out you just need to get in a short rest and then you can go absolutely crazy on your enemies with a mad flurry of attacks or get to where you need to be to provide cover for an ally. But after a few years of training as a young Padawan learner and growing your rat tail mullet into some beautiful luscious locks, you finally unlock your psionic power. Turns out all those handstands and getting shot in the ass by the little blaster robot actually paid off big, giving you access to what some call the Force or the Schwartz or mind magic or whatever, allowing you to unleash powerful new abilities. These are represented by psionic energy dice, to which you have a number of equal to your proficiency bonus and equal a d6 at this level, increasing to a d8, d10, and d12 at levels 5, 11, and 17. But these mindful maneuvers are incredible tools in a fight, letting you create a protective field as a reaction to reduce the damage of an attack you can see within 30 feet of you by a roll of your psionic die plus your intelligence modifier, or a psionic strike to increase the damage of an attack you can see within 30 feet by a psionic die plus your intelligence modifier, or telekinetic movement to grab an object or a willing creature within that 30 feet and pull them out of danger or whip that laser sword right back into your hand. This one you also get to cast for free once per short rest, but if you start showing off and need to use it again, you can always spend another die to do so, or also spend a bonus action to get back a psionic energy die once per short rest. But man, does this ability rock! Not only does it provide a ton of utility on the battlefield, the Force is just an incredibly cool concept, hands down. So the ability to do all of this in the midst of battle is a super fun way to keep your fighter feeling fresh as a bantha's bottom.
Like a bantha. Yes? Maybe not.
5th level gets us that coveted extra attack for 2 attacks per round, or 4 with an action surge, which can be enhanced by your psionic strikes for tons of great damage. But speaking of psionics, we can't miss out on 2 new skills which we grab at level 7 with Telekinetic Adept. This gives us access to Psi-powered Leap, letting you shoot yourself into the air and gain a flying speed equal to twice your walking speed until the end of the current turn, once per short rest, letting you do some literal mental gymnastics, or maybe make this stupid jump after a hard fight with your best friend and master. Hey guys, how does Anakin like his fried chicken? Extra crispy. But if that doesn't work, you could try a telekinetic thrust when you deal damage with your psionic strikes that forces a strength save against your DC and knocks your target prone or yeets them back 10 feet. 9th level gets us Indomitable and lets you pull off those feats of superhuman strength and agility by letting you re-roll a failed saving throw once per long rest and do flashy moves like this without completely shattering your knees.
Hello there.
At 10th level, we've gotten so good at this psionic stuff, we've developed a Guarded Mind, giving you resistance to psychic damage just in case another Force user is trying to convince you to do some shady shit.
Do it.
As well as shake off a Charm or Frighten effect for free by expending a psionic energy die. 11th level gets us another extra attack, which means 3 attacks per round or 6 with an action surge, another use of Indomitable at 13 for more telekinetic tomfoolery, but that means we're at level 15 and we'll grab another Psi Warrior ability with Bulwark of Force. As a bonus action, you can choose a number of creatures equal to your intelligence modifier and give them a free +2 to their AC for 1 minute. This is an amazing buff pretty much for the whole party, especially if you focused on doing extra brain push-ups and increased that modifier. But most importantly, it helps protect your allies in a fight, so you never have to watch them perish and perhaps take that slippery slide down to the dark side. 17th level gets us another Indomitable, very cool, as well as another use of Action Surge, hell yes. But it's Telekinetic Master at level 18 where our powers are fully unlocked. Not only are we officially given the rank of Master, unlike this loser, but our studies with the Force now allow us to cast telekinesis without verbal or somatic components. Telekinesis is a great spell, letting you lift creatures and hold them in place, yeet objects around the room, or manipulate tools and things like doors. But because you're you, while casting this spell, you can also take a special attack as a bonus action, so you don't have to give up on slashing enemies while choking out their friend. This ability is free to cast once per day, but you can also do it again for a psionic die. And though it lasts 10 minutes at a time, honestly, yeeting stormtroopers out of space windows is something we can all do all day.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
And we'll wrap up the Psi Warrior with a nice little bow and give this fighter the perfect 20th level for 4 attacks per round, 8 with an action surge. Space Jesus, no wonder everybody's afraid of these guys. But does the Psi Warrior make me want to join the light side and fuck up some Sith? You know, more? Dude, This shit slaps. The Psi Warrior is an amazing concept with a near perfect execution through and through. Hell, this shit is so good it made me rewatch the prequels to get some clips, and I forgot how much I want to donkey punch Jar Jar right in the face. Look at this stupid flesh rabbit. I love all the abilities that come with it and think they build on each other nicely as you go. The optional knockdown or knock away on any psionic strike is great, giving you a lot of control on the battlefield, but being able to yank an ally out of a bad matchup or throw a big rock at an enemy is also super useful. My only complaint, and this is tiny, is that I just want more sooner. Maybe it would be a little broken later on, but I would like if your psionic energy die equaled twice your proficiency bonus. But again, it's so small. But this subclass is so cool for anybody, especially like a Star Wars nerd. And when it comes to multi-classing, a 2 or 3 level dip into Blade Singer is a game changer. Blade Song on top of Bulwark of Force is crazy, but the extra spells aren't bad either, and holy shit, does this make an absolutely wild 2-weapon build. Ashoka or Darth Maul, anybody? I'm salivating, guys, for real. Also, if you're a DM and your player wants to play this subclass, just give them a Sunblade, okay? It's pretty much a lightsaber, and they're dying for it. You will make their dreams come true. Just make sure they aren't, like, mean to their wife or murder too many children. They may not have any legs to stand on. So if you've mastered the weapons of a more civilized time, your daddy issues are strong enough to level planets, and you may have a dark side, but the Force is always with you. Nope. Still not getting sued. Guess what? You might be a Psi Warrior. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. The Psi Warrior is super fun and honestly gave me an excuse to rewatch the series, even the prequels. But this week, why don't we grab a quote from Master Yoda himself and remember that the greatest teacher failure is. You don't always win, but if you do lose out, make sure you at least learn something new. Self-improvement is the quickest way to a satisfying life, so always do your best, and if you don't succeed, at least you took something from it. But either way, I'm still proud of you. If you like this kind of content, you can join these fine people on screen over on the Patreon for just $1, with top-tiered patrons getting games DM'd by me. So Sora, Sen, King Osiris, Ted Z, Miles Not Yards, and Spider Lover, you guys are the best, and we'll play again very soon. For everyone else, may the Force be with you, and I'll see you next time.